Hello there, this is Ron Wills coming back at you with yet another video. Women love nice guys, but they lust hot guys. And I want to shout out one of my frequent commentators, Anon Amus, for inadvertently suggesting this title because I actually pulled it from a comment he made on a recent video. And, you know, it's kind of interesting, that whole dynamic, because when I look back at the book that kind of got all this started, Nice Guys and Players, I started off talking about a good guy to a particular woman, right? Does everything for, the man she wants to marry. Yet, when that man leaves, she puts in a call to this sexy young boy. And, she has hot sex with him, and, it's no real love there. Just pure lust. Now, it was because of that dynamic that really led to the creation of my book, Nice Guys and Players. Because, yes, women do love nice guys, but they lust the player. So the best of both worlds is what women really chase for and what men need to strive for. Now, it's one thing to say that, is another for it to happen. And in the process of that, though, see, many women, they'll get that one guy, right? He's a good guy. He treats them well. He treats them with respect. He's a gentleman to them. Hell, he might even be decent in bed. But it's not that raw, primal lust that many women look for. See, understand one thing with women. Well, with all humans have a dual sexual nature. We have a spiritual nature, which is more about connecting with somebody socially and, hanging out, all that good stuff. And then a carnal nature, which is just about that raw animal lust. There's nothing wrong with that. See, one thing in men, we tend to look for both in the same package if we can. We already know it, and we have no problem saying, hey, we want that woman to back that thing up. But just because of the nature of society, most women, they try to suppress that other side, but you can't suppress that energy. That's why you can get that woman who, she goes to church, she's a pillar of the community, but, every now and then, her and her girls have a girls' night out at the local strip club. And, all of a sudden, she got like some big muscular dude named Tornado or something. And no offense to any actual male exotic dancers actually named Tornado, but grinding on her. And, for people familiar with that game, some other things that happen too. I mean, I've known some women who were calling male exotic dancers their boyfriends and stuff, even if they were married. But it's that whole concept of, the woman loving the nice guy, but lusting the hot guy. And it's one way you see this is when like a woman's leaving a guy, or she's ready to leave a guy, and she'll say, and he's a good guy too, or he hasn't done anything wrong, but the woman will say, I love you, but I'm not in love with you. Which, to me, is bullshit to even use the term love. They need to just say, I'm not in lust with you. Because that's nothing but love. That just means, dude, for whatever reason, it isn't turning you on. And I think the problem with it is not so much the nature part, because I know a lot of guys out there would like for women to change their nature and to choose more logically, but sorry, fellas, you're fighting against nature itself and millions of years of programming. Nah, that's not going to happen. But see, it's not so much that if more women were just honest about that, I think a lot of guys would deal with it. See, the problem is they'll love the nice guy. And, because the guy will be responsible. He'll pay the bills, keep a roof over their head, hold their hand, be romantic, remember their damn birthdays. But then at best, and I'm saying at best, get some pedestrian sex from the woman that he's doing all this for. The woman that says she loves him, right? But then you get some dude who's, in her eyes anyway, is just hot. Because it's not going to be the same for every woman. So, but in her eyes, it's just a hot guy. She just want to have sex with him. Basically, and here's where the problem comes in. The nice guy's doing all the maintenance work, the support work, and all of that, right? But then, some dude, just because he got a nice smile or something, or maybe some bulging muscles, gets all the fun. But see, when she has some problem, she has some issues with some family members, or there's some type of emergency, or one of the children is sick, that hot guy is not the one showing up at the hospital. Or that hot guy is not the one, if there's some type of emergency she can count on. All he's getting is sex. And see, I think that's why a lot of guys, right? A lot of guys really get mad behind that whole concept. I think that's the source of a lot of anger. Because a lot of men have heard those terms. I love you, but I'm not in love with you. And sometimes women need to think about how that affects a man. You have some women saying some shit like that to you. After you bust your butt like 50 hours a week and shit. Just to do the right thing. And shoot. Don't let it be a situation y'all both going to church and all of that. You doing all the right things. And she actually, like I said, she loves you. But then she don't give you the full of what she can give herself sexually. She ain't wearing those lace thongs and all of that. And she getting buck wild with the other guy. While you home taking care of while you home like sitting with the sick child or something, while she's supposed to be out getting medicine or something, And I know different men have gone through this. Now, like I said, one of the main things in my book, Nice Guys and Players, was just to say, hey, y'all got to bring balance. See, the thing is, there's nothing wrong with lust. It serves a purpose. In fact, the way it should work as far as sexual bonding, it should be a case of a couple comes together through lust, but then start coming together on other things, and it becomes more spiritual and thus balance. So you have both. In fact, I haven't had a chance to interview like those couples that like really sit down and interview couples that have been together 50, 60 years and stuff. Happily. Some people have been together that long, they ain't happy. They're just used to each other. But happily, like I see some of those old couples, they still frisky and stuff. Like I remember weeks ago kind of ran into an older couple and stuff, and I was like, damn. And they were just laughing, having fun, joking and stuff. And I was telling a young lady friend that was with me who saw the same thing. I said, damn, they would have sex right in the middle of the floor. But they probably started off right, And I'm willing to bet any of those older couples, yeah, they met each other early, had some serious lust for each other, but they grew, went through some stuff. And that's how it's supposed to be, but that's not what's happening now. Usually, many women, they get that safe guy, the nice guy, the guy who's good to them. Like women, despite what men think, all women know a good guy. They just don't necessarily lust that good guy. Right? So, like I said, you still have to have that balance, right? But one other thing with that is interesting, right? Because, many women, there's some women out there, they feel like, hey, they entitled to that lust with the guy. In fact, some, a woman like step out on her nice guy or something, other women will support it instead of someone saying, hey, Hold up, that guy loves you. You don't need to be doing all that shit. They support him like, yeah, go ahead, girl. Get that guy. But it's kind of funny to me that many women get mad when men do the same thing. But see, the difference is before somebody get in the comments, get in their feelings, any women do, we have no problem saying it. See, I think that's part of the problem with it. Many women do not publicly say, this is what they want. And then even when they do say it, too often on our part as men, we get mad at them, right? Instead of just saying, hey, okay, that's it. Like, I give you an example in my own life, right? I knew this young lady, used to live in my building years ago, right? Real cool, Nigerian, right? Real pretty, extremely pretty, right? I don't know how we got on the subject, but she had said she wasn't interested in me as I was. Because, I'm a stocky brother and stuff. And she just said, nah, Ron, you got to lose some weight. I don't know how we got on that subject. She said, yeah, you got a nice face and stuff. But, I like slimmer men. And I was actually cool with that. See, more women got to be cool with it. I was cool. Me and her were cool. See, because they took a lot of stuff out. Because one thing about it, she didn't try to play me or anything. She didn't try to get money out of me or do like a lot of women do. No, they don't really lust a guy, but still try to get him to spend money on them and everything. She didn't do all that. And I told her too. I said, you know what? I'm going to lose 20. I'm just lose 20 pounds just for you. I'm going to pin your damn legs back. And she responded in she said something in either Yoruba or Igbo. And, kind of giggled a little bit. But the translation was roughly, because sometimes my memory goes on me, roughly like, oh yeah, bring it then. You right? But, that women loving nice guys, less than hot guys, it really is at the base of a lot of the shit we see in there in the relationship thing. It's at the base of it. It's that split, that duality and all of that. And like I said, just the nice guys in it, shit, it's gotten on their nerves. Many men got stories behind that. Because it's kind of like the women, they'll give the nice guy hell. They want the nice guy to serve them. But if that hot guy says, bring your ass over 4 a.m, half naked, or in a trench coat, they do it. Yet, if that nice guy asks them to, just wear some lace panties, just because he like it, they give him all sorts of hell. Challenge him and shit. Because, that's really what it comes down to, all of this, even beyond the subject of this video. Just the treatment. The whole select, non-select thing, just the treatment. But I feel a rant coming on, but I'm going to let it go for later. But just like I said, it's that whole phenomena of women loving nice guys but lusting hot guys. It's at the base of everything. And for the folks who want to really deal with relationship issues, and I'm talking about the professionals, therapists and stuff like that, that's something we have to deal with head on. Just on it for real. All right. Anyway, I'll talk to y'all later. Peace.